everyone, my name is Geneva and I run the blog and YouTube channel Toss and Eva. And today we're going to talk about renovating and living in our 325 square foot shack. I mean, tiny house. So I showed you before how we were starting the renovation process and painting paneling with polyurethane. But let's back up for a second and get a look at the before picture. Now, truly, this picture was taken after a lot of work was done by Thomas's parents to convert this building from their storage space to a blank slate of a home for us. We are so grateful that they would do that for us. Okay, so back to the renovation. We started with the ceiling, finishing the insulation and installing paneling and trim to finish it. And we were getting pretty far along when the roof sprang a leak. Hey there. I'm gonna vlog a little clip of this shack, but first off I wanted to address what's going on with my face. As you can see, I have a pretty severe breakout going on my chin and generally some irritation all over my face. What happened is I had a food sensitivity breakout, and then I tried a new product to attempt to help heal the breakout on my face, and it didn't go well. So I know what to not do again, and that's not really what this is about, but I just wanted to address any questions that might have happened there. Okay, so I'm gonna show you in a second. Thomas is on the roof of the shack right now, and he is installing with Paul another roof tarp, because we discovered last night when we were doing the ceiling that the one that is on there has started failing. So here we are. My job in all of this is to document and throw them up any tools they might need. So we've got some rope going and a knife to cut it, and crossing our fingers. This is the devastation of the leak we discovered. So originally we were seeing water come out right here, and when Paul went in to look further, he discovered it was, I guess it looks like it was more like over here, the origination of water coming in. So this is his system to funnel it down overnight until we could install the temporary tarp this morning to at least just stop the bleeding, so to speak. Under construction. Oh, it's nice that your work pants have a holster.
It's nice that what?
That your work pants have a holster thingy. Okay, they're almost done, and I have been told that my services would be useful in prepping pieces of coffee cake that I just pulled out of the oven and making Thomas a coconut milk matcha latte with maca powder, ashwagandha, and honey. So, we'll get started. Sunday morning fun! Okay, take two. Turns out overnight, two more little leaks sprung in the roof on the other side that on this side that we hadn't secured last time. So it's the next day. Excuse me. We're back out here again, and this time we learned a lesson in that Paul and Thomas are now wearing waterproof clothing. Last time they weren't, scooting around on a roof that's actively getting rained on. It was very uncomfortable for them, so I think this is helping them be able to hang out a little longer and more comfortably and work on this project. I know so because Thomas is like filming a video or doing an Instagram story or something from on the roof, so I'm assuming he's not as miserable as he was last time. When the leak was resolved, it was time to pause the project for family visits and Christmas. We brought our cats back with us and we all moved in together. Then it was time to get organized. While we were away, Thomas's father helped complete insulation and paneling on the walls and installed a divider wall to create 2 spaces within the shack. In the new year, we used spare furniture from around the main house, and that was already in the shack, and whatever belongings we had with us, to start making this our home. And then we got COVID. I shared our story with COVID in my last video, and for the sake of this video, I will say that getting COVID was a challenging way to begin the new year in the midst of a move and a renovation, because everything was abruptly interrupted and paused during our recovery. However, we were blessed with many silver linings and are ultimately grateful for the timing of our illness. Again, if you want to hear more, please see our dedicated video here.
Here we are, getting outside. What day? This is day 5-ish?
5 for you, 4 for me.
5 for me, of COVID. It's a beautiful day.
I'm in my pajamas.
Look at that. That's right. Yeah. Look at this. You don't look like you have COVID. Fighting it off with your stick.
That's right.
Well, the sun, I guess, you'll be warm.
And as they say, life went on and we were now settled into our new space. But the projects weren't done yet. They were probably sitting on the shelf.
Yeah, that's
they're just
hanging.
Well, maybe we just take that bracket out with it. Deal with it.
So I'm gonna hand this over to you.
Okay.
So I'm gonna call Michelle here.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll be back. All right, it's time for the State of the Shack address. So this is the living space. There's some stuff over there in the corner. Don't worry about that. The most important thing is Harrison has a nice cozy space where he can get attacked by Mowgli. There's this big space now. So you walk in. It's getting together. We have like our closet space now coming along. The blue outlines are where windows are going to go. Approximately, give or take. They're going to be, that's the width of them. So the depth is going to be different and the height is going to be different. But we have like a little tea station over here by the entryway. We have our clothes. And then we have the litter box down here, the hamper. We got Geneva's desk and workstation. And we've got our big windows. We've got a lot of floor space here in front of the couch, and in front of the TV, which is also Geneva's massive monitor. And then we've got our bed space. And there's Geneva. Did some happy?
Yeah.
Happy family? I did some happy family.
Maybe I'll paint the door just for shits and giggles. I'll at least clean it. Should I be a good YouTuber and take a video?
Sure.
Accidentally.
Be a good YouTuber now.
Let me accidentally stop the recording by pressing the volume button.
You're learning to be a good YouTuber.
Oh, we got our compost toilet starter kit here. I think it'll fit.
Enameled wood?
Yeah, man.
Nice.
They had them starting at like $7, but I splurged for the $25 version. It has the chrome hardware instead of
Look at that.
instead of plastic.
Bucket toilet in style.
You know, it's like I'd rather do a fine balance of the quality of the things we're getting and the amount of things. You know, we're only doing a set number of things, so
Let's do them right.
yeah. And that brings us to the last couple weeks where we have really been able to reap the rewards of our labors in our increasingly more functional and beautiful home. Good morning. And doesn't this already just look better than the last time you saw it? Here we are. It's been longer than I wanted it to be between these two videos. And a lot of that has to do with my own, call it procrastination, call it overwhelm, call it lack of motivation to get started on a new thing, stuff like that. We also have done a good amount in between filming that video and filming this video, like painting the walls and buying art. Now, obviously, there are still things to finish. Things aren't perfect, but I'm starting to realize that both this home and my process of sharing it are not gonna be perfect, which is one of the reasons I'm coming to you in my pajamas today. I've been waiting for the right time to have the house clean, have me be totally ready, have no projects in progress, you know, clogging up an area of the home that they don't usually and stuff like that. And I'm gonna stop waiting for that to happen because it hasn't happened yet and I just don't want to wait for it. Here we are, This morning, I thought I would actually progress on what the house needs and show you that as a way of showing you some more of our home and the work that we've been able to do on it so far. I'll have to see how I can make all the footage work together, but I think that that will be a lot better than, like I said, me trying to make everything perfect and then find the time to film it while it's perfect. I'm finishing up some tea that Thomas and I make every morning. He just moved on to continue his work day, and I'm going to begin mine, which today will look like working on our home, the shack as it is affectionately nicknamed. And today I'll be taking you along with me. We have a couple of very opportunistic cuddlers in this house, and in the time that it took me to just rewatch that last little clip and make sure I got everything that I wanted to, I got a buddy. So it's time to get up now, dude. It's time to do some things. Come on. Oh, buddy. Love you. So, welcome to the shack. This is not as nice as it often looks, although this is how it looks generally after us spending a night here and spending a cozy morning drinking tea and getting our day started. So first things first for me is picking up around the house. Crazy side, the fun side, or the calm side? I usually like to alternate. Today we'll do calm. Obviously, the nice thing about a small house or a tiny house or a little house is that it doesn't take long to set it right again after you use it and displace things. Okay, I was just watching the footage and noticing this. This is painter's tape, and it's on the ceiling to mark a spot where we wouldn't want to drill through the panels because there's something there. And same thing, here's our closet. Same thing with this guy, but you know, I think it's probably time to just take a picture of those spots for future reference and then take off the paint. Boom, done. That's been bothering me for weeks. That's a Thomas project or a chair. So that's this side of the house, as good as we get it for everyday life. Obviously, we have our bedroom side, which Harrison is demonstrating for you. And of course, it's already not perfect. Just goes to show you, it does not last. It is not real. We all proceed with life anyway. And then here's our living room area. We have a coffee table I got recently that I really like because I feel like it kind of mimics my desk chair in like the bamboo look. This is my office area. And cat tree. And improvised closet and entryway. And Mowgli. And Mowgli's most favorite toy ever. Okay, so there's all that. That's all fine and good. That's looking very nice since we painted the walls on Valentine's Day, since we paneled the ceiling, since Thomas's dad paneled some of the walls for us. Yay! And then we have this. Let's talk about this. If you come from the bedroom and the closet area into the entryway, you get here. Now, this is the part of the shack that really just shows you this is still a construction zone. This is the unfinished side. Right now it's serving as the beginnings of a kitchenette, which we're really psyched about, and a storage area, obviously. My mission next, and hopefully today, and one of the reasons why I'm making this video, is to make this part of our home start to be more functional and more beautiful. Those are two things that we're really committed to, and they're not happening here. So I'll show you what we're working with. Let's see what we can do. So we have an overhead light, but I'm gonna avoid turning it on unless it just really makes a difference for the video, because it's terrible. And we're gonna see what we can do with our lamps here. So gosh, like I said, just storage, stuff that's being sold, stuff that we moved in here and aren't quite using yet, stuff that we are about to use. Like I said, the beginnings of our kitchenette. So we have a mini fridge we got recently. We have a Berkey water filter that currently just is a water canister for well water where we are. This, when it's not just a dumping ground, is going to be a tea station, you know, tea, coffee, smoothies, and a little bit of kitchen prep space. Now, eventually the plan is to scooch these shelves over so they're flush with this wall in the corner here, move the fridge in the same configuration, and then here have like a counter sort of situation with the Berkey up so that we can run the, you know, turn on the water from the Berkey and have it flow down into like a wash basin of sorts. There's going to be no plumbing or anything at this point in time, but the ability to like drink coffee, you know, wash out your cup and not have the water go everywhere. So yeah, though we have left to finish the wall. That's why there's a bunch of giant studs here. Yeah, welcome to our construction corner. This is the remains of the, gosh, it's so messy. It's not even, I don't know if it's even worth showing you. The remains of our construction supplies. Yeah. This is a good way to show you the end of a lot of the work that we've done. There's a borderline, essentially. This side is what's next. So what I plan to do here is basically a complete overhaul. We're starting to need the functionality of the kitchenette to be there, and so I'm going to rework this storage situation and what's stored in the kitchenette itself to really provide that, and to just make this much more visually okay. Basically, the goal is to repack anything that we're not currently using regularly into boxes that will both stack easily and be easy to access and well labeled if we do need something. So, like, for example, there's no need for all of my sewing and knitting projects to sit here in this box and bag next to my bed. Wow, this lighting is terrible for my skin. Guess we're bearing it all today. The cameras, like, in my defense, the cameras exaggerate the color contrast, so it does not truly look like this in real life, but you'll just have to take my word for that. Anyway, there's no need for all of my knitting and sewing projects to sit here in these boxes right next to my bed. I could very easily put them all in one bigger cardboard box that's, we have like a set of boxes that we got from a certain place, so they're more uniform. So I'm gonna put, for example, all of these things into a box, label it sewing and knitting projects. I'm going to have my one active project out, and if I need any supplies or I want to switch projects or see what I have or whatnot, I just go to the neat line of boxes, grab the one that says knitting and sewing projects, and get what I need and then pop it back. So that's my goal. I think it's achievable. I just haven't been wanting to deal with that mess, to be honest. But I can tell that I need breakfast now, and not trying to run myself ragged just to get the house organized, although it is important. So I'm gonna switch gears for a little while, and I'll meet you back here when we resume. This is where we will leave off for this video. Of course, the project continues as we continue to create our home and our life here. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to sharing more of this process with you in future videos.
What are you doing?
I'm knitting in the shack. Knitting in the shack. With my cats. Yeah, bud.
Yeah, you are. With your other cat.
Yeah.
Yo. Yo.